Hey everyone, welcome to CandyCoated Conversations with your girl Candice here. And as always, joined by my girl Tamika, heavy on the sky. Good morning, Tamika.
Good morning, Candy. How are you?
Good. How are you doing this morning?
I'm great. I woke up. I'm great.
That's right. Blessed, blessed, blessed. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody
Happy
is off
Monday.
to the start of a wonderful, wonderful week. Yes. Look, we starting off fresh, good vibrations, yeah. So, yes, good morning, Coco. Look, now I'm gonna say shout out to Daniel Berry because Daniel was up in here. I don't know at 2:34. No, this is in the afternoon. So, hey, Daniel, let me
Hey,
say hi to
day.
you on the morning show. Daniel don't make the morning show; he come in on the evening show. Hey, Sharon, good morning. Hey,
Hey, Miss
Coco.
Sharon. Hey,
Hey,
Coco.
Amazingly Meek. Hey, Gangster Granny.
Hey,
Good morning,
Amazing.
everybody.
Hey,
How's
Gigi.
everybody doing?
I'm off today,
Okay.
weekend, but happy to be here. Oh, we happy that you're
Yes.
here.
Yeah. Happy you dropped through, girl. Look, off today. Look, I took off today because yeah, we don't get into all that, but yeah, I took the day off. But yes, look, I was looking yesterday and it looked like we have a couple of places that we could start. That's right. You are amazing. Look at the name, Amazingly Meek.
Yes, it fits.
It's fitting. It is fitting, girl. So let's see what we're gonna get into because I did see a couple things that we could get our day started with. And let's see. Now we gotta sometimes it's so funny, you guys, because we gotta revisit topics that we talked about because there'll be an update. Now, this is funny because we laughed at this one. We laughed at this one a couple days ago, and I can't remember. I think it was in the morning show. So remember that Michigan man that was driving up to court and his license was
Yes, we have an
suspended?
update on him.
Yes, and his license was suspended, and he was like, I'm pulling up right now. Well, come to find out, y'all. Look, we owe this man an apology. Look, Candy Coated
Oh,
Conversations and the Candy and the Candy Canes, we issuing this man an apology, y'all. Come to find out, this man, look, he got caught up. Let me read the story to y'all. But we issued, sir, Candy Coated Conversations and the Candy Canes are issuing you an official apology because you deserve it, sir. So it says, Michigan man says he's embarrassed after viral court video judge reportedly ordered for suspension on his license to be lifted 2 years prior, but Secretary of State's office never received a clearance. So y'all, this man had been in the system for being on a suspended license and things like that, and it should have been cleared up 2 years before. This man was about to go. As a matter of fact, the judge told him, you need to report to the court or whatever. Basically, he had to turn himself in. Let me read the story. But so anyway, we after he virtually appeared during a court hearing on a misdemeanor case from a traffic stop in October 2023. The defense attorney confirmed that Harris was facing the charge of driving on a suspended license. However, he was seen driving during his virtual court appearance. According to WXYZ Detroit, Harris's license suspension was tied to a child support case with Saginaw County friend of the court. However, in January 2022, a judge reportedly ordered that the suspension be lifted to allow Harris to drive again. However, the Michigan Secretary of State's office said they never received a clearance from the friend of the court in 2022, so Harris's license suspension was never lifted. 7 News Detroit reports the records show a judge rescinded the order that suspended Harris's driver's license so he could be reinstated. Harris spoke about the situation with 7 News Detroit, and he acknowledged that his license was suspended during the viral moment and said it was supposed to be lifted 2 years ago. With the type of ties that I have to the church and the community, is very embarrassing. So yeah. So somebody said, "Oh, so he had a reason to look shocked." Got it. Now somebody did say this. Somebody, and I agree. He should be more embarrassed that he doesn't take care of his children, and has had a child support bill high enough to get his license suspended. Now I will agree about that, Mr. Harris. You should be taking care of your children to where they not suspending your license for non-payment of your child support. Morning, Babs. How are you doing?
Oh,
Continued prayers to you.
okay. I pinned her comment, but also, was you sharing screen? Because we didn't see anything, but we did hear the story.
Oh, y'all heard it, but look, I wasn't sharing a thing, y'all. Just
And good
reading
morning,
away.
Miss Babs. Continue prayers also.
There, in case y'all needed to see his face, that was him and his shocked expression when he pulled up, because he was fun. Because he was driving, y'all. I'm pulling right in. It was funny, y'all. Oh Lord, if I come across it really quick, we'll share the original video. But look, his situation was supposed to have been cleared up, so hopefully he got that all taken care of. Now this one right here, let me tell you about it before I click on it and it starts playing. This was a really cute little story. So Kelly Rowland, I guess, was out at some restaurant, and she happens upon a young couple who are out on their first date. So here's her interaction with these guys.
Okay, so wait, what's your name? What's your name?
My name is Obed. OBED
Obed.
Obed.
So, what's your name? Sparkle. Here's Sparkle and Obed's first date, and I happen to just drop in on their date, and it's gonna go great, and they're gonna be very respectful to each other and have a really good time and enjoy salt together. Okay. Okay. So wait, what's your name? What's your name?
My name is Obed. OBED
Obed.
Obed.
So, what's your name? Sparkle. Here's Sparkle and Obed's first date, and I happen to just
Now look, the first thing I noticed, look, Sparkle, you not slick. How come you didn't put Obed in the picture? Why you kept the camera on you? Why you keep the camera on you and Kelly Rowland? Look, either it was the first date and it wasn't going well, or she already knew like this gonna be my first and last date, so ain't no need of me putting him in the camera with Kelly Rowland.
She
What
cropped
y'all
the
think?
hell out of his face. Hey, gracious one.
Voracious, he ain't in here at all, y'all. She didn't let that boy get a bit of shine with the celebrity. So somebody in the comments said she does this. She's a sweetheart. She photobombed me on my birthday a few years ago out in a restaurant in West Hollywood. I didn't even know till I looked at the pic. She's adorable, fun, and sweet. And somebody else said, not her cutting him out the video. She's smart in case it don't work out. You don't want him ruining the moment. Oh Lord. Look, somebody said it looks like Sparkle and Kelly's first date. Crop out game strong. Somebody said dude was breaking his neck to get in that video. Look, I'm gonna be nosy real quick. Let's be nosy real quick and go to her page because I want to see what she said about him not being in the video. I really do want to know. I'm about to see if she acknowledges what you did to Obed. Okay, lots of selfies, lots of
It ain't
selfies.
nothing.
No, she got 9 pictures on here. Look, I wanted to see if she was going, acknowledge or say something, but I guess not. That's funny to me. Grand Rising, voracious one, Grand Rising lady. Look, I had a wonderful time in service yesterday. I will say that,
Service
it
was
was
so
needed. The message
magnificent.
was received. You guys,
Yeah.
just to pause. Voracious one, of course, she started her Twitch, so everybody go follow her Twitch. But what's really unique, and honestly, I don't see anyone else that does it, is that Voracious one streams Sunday service on Sundays. And I think she does a Bible study on Wednesday, if I'm
Wednesday.
not mistaken. Yeah, on
Yeah.
Wednesday. I think it's a little earlier. I actually would really enjoy making that one, but I think something with the timing is off with the show, with our show time or something like that. But definitely can always make the Sunday service and stuff like that. But we have a really good time in there, you guys. So you really should take it off. If you've been wanting to go get the word and things happen, you can always just go online and
Yep, Candy, you're cutting out.
Can you hear
Candace,
me?
can you hear me?
Okay, hold on. Can you
Oh, you really cutting out.
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you now. Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, okay. So yeah, so we have a good time. It starts at 10 a.m.
You cut out again. If you're talking, we can't hear you. Hello. Candace. Candace, your YouTube is ready. Y'all write in the chat and tell Candy we can't hear her. Okay, maybe she knows it already. Miss Sharon said, yes, that was a great service yesterday. It really was. It was a great service. I also like the fact that it's also like a live chat. So yeah, we on, virtual services, but we're also live chatting about the service. Like we're involved in it. We're always receiving the word. I really loved yesterday's service. And I really did receive the word. It was cool. That was cool. Hopefully Candy will be right back, guys. I'm pretty sure. Candy, we can't hear you. Thank you so much, Miss Sharon. I think she knows it by now. She'll be back. Give us a second. Look, Gangsta Granny talk about talk heavy. I was gonna go down my newsfeed, Gangsta Granny, but I know that that's part of our show. But if y'all talk to me, I'll talk back heavy. I did rebirth. Hold up. Heavy, I did rebirth at 40, and God came and He showed out in my life. God always showing out in my life, Miss Sharon. And He always talking to me, through other people. That's the best thing I love. Okay, Voracious One said, I'm sorry, I was on the phone. Yes, that was a great service. It really was. It hit home. It really did. Do y'all remember the service name? Guys, Candy's back. She's back. Hold up. She's back.
I,
There she go.
I, I didn't even know I was gone because I was on another screen. So what did you hear at the last thing?
Just about the man. We was, laughing about the man, and then we went to Kelly Rowland, and that was it. We
Okay.
completed that story. So now we on to the next story.
Okay, so let me play it again because something happened, you guys. And I just want to know, what would you do if you were in this situation? What would you do? Back over again. Let's see here. What would you do?
Yes, Miss Sharon. I asked them, do they remember the word yesterday?
Once again, no, y'all, I'm tired for real. Here we go. Here- Let me start this over, y'all. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Here we go. So the boy says, it's been a while since I did this in an Uber, so I did what I had to do.
I'm alright. I'm alright, I think. wrong with you, man?
What the fuck? What was that?
What's wrong with you, man?
Sometimes I don't really know.
I'm sorry.
Now look, this Uber driver is rocking with it and trying, but look, I would have pulled over immediately. Get out my car, sir. Ride canceled. Cause what was
Right,
all that?
cancel. Yeah, right. What that cancel? Sir, I'm scared of
Canceled.
my damn life at this point. Get out of my car.
Right. Exactly. You're getting out of here. I'm not fooling with you at all. And call you somebody else. Get somebody else to do it. Because that's ridiculous. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Not too much. Okay, let me see here. It says WNBA upgrades hard foul on Caitlin Clark. Finds Angel Reese in Chicago Sky for missing post game interview. So what's going on here? It says the WNBA shared the following updates after Sky versus Fever. The Sky's Kennedy Carter has now been assessed a flagrant one after league review. Angel Reese has been fined $1,000 for failing to make herself available to media after the game. The Chicago Sky have been fined $5,000 for failing to ensure all players comply with league media policies.
With Caitlin, it seemed like she turned to you a little bit after the Fever score.
No Caitlin Clark question.
Play before bumping in with Caitlin. It seemed like she.
Now here it is.
Clark. I mean, that's clearly a foul, which was called. The question is, will they call it unnecessary? Kennedy Carter. They called it away from the ball foul because.
So it says the WNBA issues an update following yesterday's game between Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever. Kennedy Carter's hard foul towards Caitlin Clark has been upgraded to a flagrant one. Meanwhile, because Angel Reese failed to appear for media coverage after the game, both the Chicago Sky and Angel Reese are being fined for failing to comply with the league's media policies. So this is I don't know. I mean, I guess if you have stipulations where, to be part of the team, you got to make those interviews. Angel, I know you going to the concerts, girl, but that is your job and you sign up to do it. So I guess you got to go, make that press. Angel was tiptoeing in her kitten heels, going into a concert the other day. Remember we showed it on the show the other night when she was tipping in the heels? But
Yeah.
now as far as the file, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the delayed reaction is, but I think that this has something to do with it. Let me show this. So, Indiana Fever's general manager claims Caitlin Clark is targeted on the court. It needs to stop. Well, Angel Reese was too. So, what is it? So it says Indiana Fever's general manager, Lynn Dunn, expressed anger at Caitlin Clark's on-court treatment after a recent incident with Kennedy Carter. Fox News reports that Dunn claims opponents are specifically targeting Caitlin. The GM took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to express her disapproval. Lynn wrote, "There's a difference between tough defenses and unnecessary targeted actions." Dunn was adamant that the behavior was not representative of the WNBA standards and that it must, we ain't clicking into that story. So it's somebody says and sums it up perfectly. Angel Reese got choked, slammed, and wasn't this outrage? Stop playing victim and go hoop, and that's what Angel Reese said. She said, this is the big leagues. They don't have to be nice to me. They don't have to take it, take it easy on me or whatever. So here's the story right here that I want to get into, and I will say this. that it's just one of the upcoming things that we're going to talk about pretty soon about keeping children safe from weirdos. So it says Massachusetts fifth grade teacher placed on leave after holding a mock slave auction and using a racial slur in class. So let's see here. So it says during the lesson, they made it seem like there was some sound on here, but it says during the lesson, the educator held an impromptu mock slave auction. The educator asked two children sitting in front of the room who were of color to stand, and the educator and class discussed physical attributes. So when they say you're discussing physical attributes, are you what trying to act like they're kind of on a slave auction? And you remember how have y'all seen things when people on the slave auctions and they going all over it and looking at their body and seeing if they big and buff and sturdy and shit like that? What you mean physical attributes? That's weird, huh? That's a little odd to me. So what were you doing with the children? Talking about their physical attributes. So it says a fifth grade teacher in Massachusetts had been placed on leave after she held a mock slave auction in her class back in January, then used a racial slur in the same class months later. Why was this teacher placed on leave instead of fired? That's what I don't understand. It says, according to reports, the teacher held a mock slave auction involving two children of color back in January when students were learning about slavery and the economy of Southern colonies. Holding a mock slave auction is unacceptable and violates the district's core values. Superintendent Gregory Martineau wrote in a letter to parents. Simulations or role plays when teaching about historical atrocities or trauma are not appropriate, and these teaching methods are not to be used. In a separate incident that happened in April, the same teacher used the N word while reading a book that was not part of the fifth grade core English curriculum. The racial slur wasn't even in the book she was reading. To make matters worse, the teacher inappropriately called out the student who reported her use of the racial slur. So, yeah, what would you do if your daughter came to you about this, Tamika?
I would rather not even answer.
Like literally, like because you have a daughter that's in elementary school, right?
Yeah, she's going to the
So a
fifth.
young, yeah, so a young child, you doing all this, what would y'all do? Hey, Tita,
Hey,
like that's
Tina.
crazy. Look, gangster granny, what would you do? I know you would be going off with your grandkids if they came home and told you some mess like that, and I know I would too. That's crazy. That is crazy. And I don't understand the thought process behind putting people on leave. I mean, I know that there's a process, but there also should be a process for immediate termination as well. You're not safe around the children. And it's a whole lot of people around here that's not safe around children and teenagers. So let's see what's going on at we gonna see. Let me share this one, see what they got going on. Now y'all know Busta Rhymes is still out here. He's flossing. Look, Busta done lost that gut and he want to take all kind of pictures. Let's see what he doing. Look, some they said, okay then, Busta Rhymes giving us the mannequin challenge in 2024. Look, Busta Rhymes wants y'all to see he done lost that weight. He's showing off his chick lick. He's showing off his veneers. Somebody said, these comments are killing me. Somebody said it's giving wax museum. Somebody else said he looked like them old Navy mannequins. Somebody said a mannequin challenge is out of line. Somebody somebody said on the beach with jeans is diabolical. Oh my goodness. Somebody said I can't be the only one that thought this was Uncle Charlie Wilson. Y'all had to do Buster like that. Okay. Uh. Now here, let's see. Now y'all know, probably 2 weeks ago, Nicki got arrested in Amsterdam, and so the Dutch police claim it's annoying that Nicki Minaj played the race card regarding her arrest in Amsterdam. Says officers were just doing their job. So it says Nicki Minaj was detained in Amsterdam by the authorities for allegedly having marijuana in her luggage while attempting to leave the country. Though the manner was eventually handled, the incident was still an unpleasurable experience for Nicki, who documented the entire thing on her social media. After Nicki was released, she talked to her fans about the arrest on Station Head, where she described the arrest as embarrassing and humiliating. Nicki also claimed she believed her treatment was racially motivated, a sentiment that the Dutch police are adamantly denying. In a statement to the BBC, the Dutch police claim it's annoying that Nicki would insinuate that her treatment was the result of her race, given that their officers followed proper protocol during the arrest. They claim everything went smoothly on their end, so they were confused as to why Nicki decided to pull the race card. We just do our job, and it's protocol to search luggage and arrest a person when we find drugs, the Dutch police said to the BBC. The arrest was around 17:30 and the release 21:30. We stand for a professional organization that treats everybody equal no matter what. I think that it all went very smoothly. It's annoying that she drew that card. Look, do y'all think Nicki played the race card? Put in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Nicki played the race card. 2 if she didn't. I definitely think she did. And, I'm not saying right or wrong, but what I do know is since she recorded the incident from this is what my opinion. She recorded the incident, and from what I saw, they were very respectful when they were detaining her and told her that she was going to be detained. I didn't see or hear anyone being rude or disrespectful to her, and it probably was because of her celebrity that they were, I don't know how they are to regular citizens in Amsterdam who happen to be caught with anything, but I felt with her being recorded, I think they were very respectful. Now, that's not to say that it wasn't racially motivated. Who knows? It could have very well been racially motivated, but I didn't see you being handled with disrespect or anything of that nature. I mean, under the circumstances, I think they were very polite with her and trying to accommodate her. And let me put this up because I know you jailed over there, Meek. So Meek said, I was just there, and they do tell you can't bring that stuff back in your luggage. So, it's not like they did anything wrong. They were operating within the confines of the law. And so the law applies to you too as well, Nikki. So I don't know what more we could say on that, especially when you're over in these other countries. My thing is don't bring nothing over there because you just don't know what's going on. It's crazy. So now look at this, you guys. And take a listen. And I don't know why they felt the need to even broadcast this at all, but the WNBA is getting a lot of attention lately, and I do think it's because of Caitlyn and Angel being new on the team and fresh energy and things like this. But why would they put this up? So let me play this, y'all.
I'm 28 now. I'm almost 30, but my pussy's old. Older. I'm 28 now. I'm almost 30, but my pussy's old. Older. I'm 28 now. I'm almost 30, but my pussy's old. Older.
So I don't know if y'all heard that, but the one in the green and white, she's 30, but her pee's old. And they laughing about it and joking. And honestly, I don't know why they felt the need to publicize this, because the only thing that I'm noticing is they're on two different teams, getting along, clearly friends, and laughing and joking with each other. Why put this out there to embarrass either one of them? You know what I mean? That's my take on it. And just like somebody in the comments say, just girl talk, nothing to see here. And just what I said, somebody in the comments said, women's basketball ain't never had this much airtime. Those rookies did what needed to be done. And somebody said, just girl talk on the court. Like I don't know if they were trying to embarrass them or what, but I just y'all didn't need to make that public to be heard. And dang, why are the mics all out on the court like that anyways? That's weird, huh? I mean, I don't know how they do it, but I thought it was a little weird on there. So, with that being said, I guess they catching everything. You got to be quiet. Hmm. There's a couple things here, but they have music, I know, so we're not doing that. Ladies, let me ask y'all a quick question. Somebody said right here, my friend on a date and she paid and pumped his gas. She at a loss for words right now. Well, why do you do it? Why did you do it? Somebody in the comments said, that's no date. She's out with her son. So, um, so here's some more Diddy news, y'all. More Diddy drama. Says Diddy accused of grabbing the face of a former employee and running a toxic work environment. He puts one hand on both sides of my cheeks and says, stick your tongue out, and then squeezes my face harder and yells at me. They say another day, another Diddy allegation. Neighbors Diddy has been accused of running a toxic work environment by former Sean John and Blue Flame employees. In a new report by the Daily Mail, former Sean John and Blue Flame employees of Diddy accused him of being erratic, stating that he grabbed, berated, and threatened them. Former Sean John and Blue Flame employees recount instances of Diddy's erratic behavior in a series of anonymous interviews. One female ex-employee described an altercation she had with Diddy where he grabbed her face during a disagreement. She was quoted saying, he puts one hand on both sides of my cheeks and says, stick out your tongue, and then he squeezes my face harder and yells at me. She went on to explain how this altercation made her feel shocked and uncomfortable, claiming this made her immediately seek other employment options. In addition to this, former employees detailed multiple incidents where Diddy displayed aggressive behavior that created a culture of fear in the workplace. Employees also stated these episodes would typically happen when Diddy felt challenged and compared the environment to television show Game of Thrones, constantly feeling, dang, Game of Thrones, constantly feeling on edge due to Diddy's unpredictable behavior. While there are conflicting instances from former employees who had positive experiences working with Combs, the predominant narrative points to a pattern of alleged abuse and intimidation from Diddy. So, what y'all think about? This is gonna look now at this point with this. Are people just trying to? Are they just trying to at this point cash in? What y'all think? Put it in the chat. At this point, are they just trying to cash in and like, dang, Diddy's going down. We better get our lawsuits in so we can all cash out when it's time for the money to be paid. Now, that is a possibility. That is a possibility. But I'm kind of wagering on the fact that it's legit because we've seen him do so many things to people on these shows that he has and reality shows and stuff like that. What you think about this one, Tamika?
That I'll be the same way like them. I'll be getting my little lawsuit together.
Right.
My pay out.
Right. While everybody else is getting paid. Look, I might as well get paid too. Shoot. Look,
Yeah.
I too was accosted by Diddy. Right now, shit, why not? Yeah, and I do agree with this, Sharon. Some of it is a money grab. Some of it is a money grab. But a lot of it ain't. So look, I guess they just said get in where you fit in. Shoot, this our only chance to get paid. So we might as well, shoot our shot with this right now. Now this one, let me see what Trump said. Hey, Sade. Oh, y'all, let's look at this one. It says, oh my God, Baltimore police investigating fetus found on MTA city bus seat. A fetus, not even a baby. Well, let's listen.
Information they're willing to share about what exactly happened here today. And at the same time, though, I'm sure this is a call that they typically don't get. It's certainly a story I've never had to share, and some people tell me they're just speechless. But I want to show you where this happened. A bus driver, an MTA bus driver, finding a fetus on an MTA bus right here. This is at 25th and Kirk Avenue in Northeast Baltimore. We were here earlier as Baltimore police and MTA police were investigating. Now, investigators say it was just before 12:45 this afternoon, and an MTA bus driver reported he had found a fetus on the seat of a bus. Now, I've reached out to MTA to ask if that driver was maybe getting ready to make a shift change and was checking the bus and came across that, if there were people on the bus. They are directing all of my questions to Baltimore police, so I have reached out to them as well, and we were able to see some homicide detectives with BPD on scene today going into that bus. But at this point, once again, police are really only confirming that an MTA bus driver found a fetus on the seat of a bus this afternoon. I got the chance to speak with people in this area, some of which ride the bus. Many of them say, though, they're just really shocked to hear this happen.
That don't make sense. I have a mother of 3 and a 4-year-old grandson, and I'm like in shock.
Some bus camera footage to figure out when this happened and who may be behind it. I also asked if this is being investigated as a suspicious or questionable death. They tell me it's still an active and open investigation. They are not willing to answer any of my questions just yet. Live tonight from Northeast Baltimore, Tori Orgi, WBAL TV 11 News. Police are being...
Now, if this is not the weirdest story I think I've heard this year. Now, what's going on? Now, of course, y'all know a fetus is not a baby. So this is a baby that was so far along in the gestation period that, it's not a baby. So who had that come out of them and then just left it on a bus? Or I'm so confused by this. Hey, Miss Fatima, how are you? So this is just real odd. Really odd.
It is odd, but I think that maybe the person that did it was either underage, maybe on drugs, is in Baltimore. So maybe was on drugs, like they was having a miscarriage and they just left it there. You know what I mean? Like, because why would somebody leave a fetus on a bus?
Yes, because I would think that when it was happening, if you're having some type of miscarriage, that you're in pain, or how big was this fetus? I'm confused. Like, did it come out somewhere else and you got on the bus and you left it there? I'm thinking that's probably what happened. This is just very confusing. A fetus on the bus. I think the woman had had a miscarriage somewhere in the course of whenever before she got on that bus and was carrying it with her and left it there. That's the only thing that I can think of. That's honestly, it's kind of crazy, because if nothing really was going on and you had a miscarriage, there was no reason for you to leave your fetus there, I guess I should say. There was no reason for you to do it that way. And you really could have told somebody you needed help, or let the bus driver know that you needed some help, because you really I hope you got yourself to the hospital immediately. I don't know. That's just kind of wild. So let's see. Donald Trump on potentially being forced to go to jail. I'm okay with it. Let's see what he's talking about. Y'all know
the judge could decide to say, hey, house arrest or even jail. It could face what that could. I'm okay with it. I saw one of my lawyers the other day on television saying, oh, no, you don't want to do that to the president. I said, you don't beg for anything. You just the way it is. It could. The judge could decide to say, hey, house arrest or even jail. It could face what that could. I'm okay.
Well, he says he okay. Look, and he hoping I hope he go to jail, not no house arrest. This man got 34 felony charges. What you talking about? Some house arrest? Should that even be a consideration at all? No, it should not. At all. At all. So let me see here. Let me see. Let me go to my one last spot we be looking over. Now, y'all put it in the chat if y'all want to talk about anything else. Let us know. And we happy to go into it. Let's see. In the meantime. Oh, so look, y'all know if something really is going on, I do not mind talking about Kashan, but Kashan went live yesterday. And I guess there's some new developments going on between her and Blueface. So let's take a look at the latest. So it says Kashan says Blueface is upset and unfollowed her on social media because she didn't keep the curfew he gave her. Wow. A man in jail is giving you on the outside a curfew and admits she's paying all his bills, including $15K in rent for his unopened restaurant. Oh my God. Why not? Okay, we're going to talk about it afterwards.
So you just trying to make his plan just sit there and be quiet. And I think the real reason why I just sit there and be quiet is because, like, I'm doing a lot. And I'm doing a lot for somebody that showed me completely pure shit. So just because you have a change of heart all of a sudden doesn't mean I'm not still dealing with our past trauma. 1. 2, I took the initiative to what? So you don't have to call Bobo or Whack or any of these people to be in your business, get your account situated, or I don't know, spend money on this. Like, I got you, cool. I got you, cool. And we're not talking about, a couple $100. We're talking about thousands of dollars. We're talking about your lawyer fees. We're talking about the restaurant that's not open. Well, the building, yes, it's getting remade inside, whatever, but you still have to pay rent every month. I've been paying that since he's been locked up. That ain't no. But it's
It's
15,000 every. So I pay every 2 months. So I pay 2 months whole. 700 and 600 something plus times 2. I just say 15. Like, cause it's like a sketchy number that he say, "Oh, pay this," and I'm just like, why can't you just go to the nearest 100? It's like, so long story short, every 2 months I'm giving 15,000 for rent for his restaurant. Like, I'm willingly doing it. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to ask. I'm willingly doing that. What? That's just, yeah, he's in his bouncer, bouncing, jumping up and down.
I knew that was Junior in the background.
He's hitting this thing that goes on his little bouncer. So it's like, I'm willingly being there for you, and you're just like mad as fuck about what I said. And what I said was mean. And I don't know how you're supposed to talk to people in jail. It's just, sometimes you just had enough. Like, he'll say some shit, and I'll be just like, I get what you're saying, babe, but you're making it seem like that you're winning from the situation more than I am. So why are you making it seem like, like somebody tricking? You're not my trick. Like, I'm actually your teammate that's actually helping you win. It's funny, nobody can't bring me down, bro. Like, nobody can bring me down. Nobody can bring, I don't even think we're actually beefing. I feel like he's just really mad at me because I said what I said. Like, he was trying to prove his point of why. Because it's like, when I'm telling the truth, and yeah, I have nothing to hide, and I'm willingly paying your bills, and I'm doing all of this. I make sure your packages is there every week. If I keep hearing negative shit, even when I'm telling the truth, yes, I'm gonna say, bitch, fuck you. And that's what I said. I called him a bitch. I said, fuck you. You're weird as shit. You're trying to argue with me like like you don't cost a lot. Bitch. The fuck? Like, what? I see if I was using you. I'm not using you. I'm here with you. So it's like I know how, but again, Blue never been in jail. He never been in this position to actually need what he needs. You feel me? So I understand like the way he's getting mad, but for me, hell no, I cannot do this shit. I can't do this shit. Like I can't take bullshit over the phone. I'll be like, fuck you. When I said fuck you, he wanted to delete shit off his page, unfollow me. I don't care. That's not. You should have did that before I paid your rent. You know what I'm saying? And then it's funny because I've been in the house not going out. Like sometimes I go out, boom, then I stop completely. Then I'm like, okay, this is not fun. Just not just like now I felt like a prisoner at the house. Like, yes, he's really childish. He's really child. He's being childish. He's being really childish. He's getting on my nerves. And instead of just sitting up and just shutting up on the phone, it's like I can't sit and shut up on the phone and get disrespected by you because you're upset that I didn't go home. I did go home. I have another house. I'm still my own woman. I can go home. If you can't trust me to go to my other house, that's weird. What are we doing this relationship for if you can't trust me? You feel me? Like, if I can't trust you, I'm going to go with the next person or I'm going to be by myself. Okay, if that's how you feel about me, if you can't trust me going home,
This how long it is.
then you could have called. You didn't call. It was just weird. And then I'm like, he was just trying to make his point. I didn't just sit there and be quiet. And I think the real reason why I didn't just sit there and be quiet, and I'm doing a lot for somebody that showed me completely hard all of a sudden, doesn't mean I'm not still.
Okay, I think that played that part. Okay, so what do y'all think about this? Um, how long has Blueface been in jail at this point? Do you know, Tamika?
No, I don't. And I'm over it, but I don't want to say the wrong thing, so I don't think I should give my opinion on it.
No, but how long has Blueface been in jail at this point? Has it been about 4 months or so?
Yeah, it's probably knocking on 6 months, maybe.
Oh, has it been that long? Right. I think the same way, Sharon. Sharon says, let me put up here. Sharon says, I feel like Kashan is growing up and is getting tired of Blue and his BS. And the thing of it is, it's like she did, I will say this. I'm gonna say this, and it may shock people to hear it coming from me. It may shock people to hear it coming from me, but I don't know how long until he gets out. But I'm like, dang, I am looking at the fact y'all been rocking out this long. I hope y'all can just, get over this hump because y'all made this commitment to each other to see each other through. But I think that was very irresponsible of him to put that responsibility of a restaurant that's not even open for her to be paying $15,000 a month for that. That's ridiculous to me. Why would you even put that on her?
He's using her, and I want her to know this. He's only using you, Krishan. You're only there because he needs your money for his stuff to go afloat. So of course he's gonna be spitting all of this, spitting all that to you. Why is you believing him? When he come out, he gonna be on that same circus shit. He gonna do the same thing. He needed you to, have his bills afloat while he's away. Like he was about to lose the house. You saved the house. You had saved the restaurant. Like that's why I said I can't even listen to her in this video because you said a lot. Why is you putting your money into this man? He's using you.
Yeah, and he had that old restaurant that got closed down, and I guess they're opening this new one up. So I'm thinking, okay, why would you do this? And I think he probably talked her into saying, okay, if you pay for the restaurant, by the time I get out, the restaurant's going to be open and we can jump right in. I think that's how he convinced her to do it. Like, fresh start, we're going to have this popping when I get out and things like that. But that is for you to have basically, now, I don't know where I've actually heard it, but I think maybe she did say it. But for you to basically have had her sit down all the time that you're in jail, not do anything, not really make any money, because the only thing that I've been seeing her do, I saw her do that little 20, and the only other thing is her football, right? So for you to basically have had her kind of stop her career for this time period while you're locked up and just to basically wait and build on her, that was unfair to me. But I feel like he talked her into it because of what I just said previously. Okay, I know the restaurant ain't open, but if you work on it and pay the rent and this and that, no, let's get another spot when you get out. That doesn't make any why don't we just wait and get a spot when you get out? Good
Hey, what
morning,
you
Witches
doing?
Brew. Hey, Witches Brew. She said, "What am I doing up this early? I'm never up this hour. LOL." Well, I caught him morning live. Good morning, Candy Canes. Hey, Witches Brew. Glad you could join us, girl. I hope
Morning.
you ain't too tired today. So, yeah. And let's see. Sharon said, let me click on this. Show. Hold on. I guess I better just use this mouse. Because now it ain't showing. Sharon said, do y'all remember when Carlissa said Jaden is cool with Blue getting money from Krishan? Ooh. Because what I want to know, if Krishan is paying all the, like, now she did just say that she makes sure he has a package there every week. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. I can see the package. But come on. $15,000 a month for a restaurant that is not open, because the thing of it is, I think that's just probably this, maybe, I don't know if that's the space rent or what, but it's some construction going on in there. It's unclear. So you could purely just be paying just for the rent on the place. That's not fair. Yeah, that could have waited until you got out and you could do that instead of having her. And if you're making Krishan pay that, what bills is Jaden responsible for? If Krishan's sending your package every week, she's making sure he always seems to kind of make it easy for Jaden. Like, I'm not gonna stress Jaden out about this. Why Jaden can't pay it? Okay, so Coco and Witches Brew are saying that Blueface um went into jail in January, right? So let's see. That's a lot of money. That's almost $100,000 she's paid so far on an unopened restaurant. That's ridiculous. But she agreed to it. And What's up with men in jail putting curfews on women on the outside and these women actually doing that? That's wild. Who does that? So I don't know, Kashan. Let me see what some of these comments. Let me see what these comments. Somebody says she let a man in prison give her, a grown woman, a curfew. This man can't even legally keep a phone in there. Okay, facts. So a lot of people were saying they glad they hadn't been showing them for the last 6 months. Somebody said that's probably what's his plan, to get her in the house to cover his bills. He's going to get out and play right in her face. And I do think that's going to happen. They're not going to have this happy, harmonious, type of relationship when he gets out that I think she's thinking, unfortunately. But those are just lessons in life. She going to have to get it. Somebody said, girl, that's your restaurant now. If you don't use your brain and start rearranging stuff behind the scenes so you and your son can be straight for life. Somebody said, oh, you're paying to be his girlfriend. Somebody said spending money on a man you know ain't shit is insane. But you know what? We got to keep in mind. We do have to keep in mind. And I don't know. Oh, God. Yeah. We all know that she has been used to giving him all her money. So this isn't too far off base. Yes, she's keeping some, I think she's probably made a little change, but she's still giving him a lot as well. So, and I think she's doing it just because reconcile, before he went to jail, he made sure to do that because he knew what she was going to do, he knew that. So, so Ravishing Rashana said, this is being slow to hop up on here, that she does not owe her family nothing, but this is why they're so upset. Yep. Sharon says, yes, I think he will be playing her. Yeah. And the thing of it is, it's going to be so sad when it happens, because she really does want it to be different, and I don't think she wanted to think or have it in her mind that the possibilities of why he could be reconciling. We all knew he acted a fool anyways, and tried to embarrass her and stuff like that. But I mean, he was basically to the very end until he knew he was going to jail. So I don't know. I wish her the best, So yeah, she went live telling people that about, discussing that. And let's see. Now, look. Here, okay. We got a dilemma on our way out, you guys. This is dilemma. And I laughed when I saw this because I actually saw this show when the show that this clip is from. And I can't remember the name of it. Hopefully it shows it on here. But tell me what you would do. Oh, it was from Queen
Switch
Pit.
seats just for this last part. She really likes to watch out the window as we land, and it helps calm her down.
Yeah, no, even if I wanted to switch, I think it's more important that your daughter learn a valuable lesson. That's not how the world works. You don't always get your way.
Are you for real, dude? Hey, sorry, would you mind if we switch?
What would y'all do if y'all was on a plane and it was a child that wanted the window seat? Y'all giving up y'all seat? I'm not. That y'all might think that's mean. I'm not. Like literally, I'm gonna sit, especially if I requested a window, because some people genuinely like a window seat. They genuinely do. Me myself, I prefer an aisle seat. Because I like when I want to get up or whatever, or stretch my legs or go to the restroom, I don't like all that. Excuse me. Like, so I really do try to get me an aisle seat at all times. But if I wanted a window seat and I chose that, that's what I wanted. So no, I'm not getting up for your kid. You should have got you a window seat. Okay. Now look, Sharon issuing a little tough love. Realistic love, So Sharon says it's not going to be bad simply because she shouldn't have went back to him. God gave her several ways out and she ignored him. Witches Bruce said he ain't wrong for not giving up that seat. Okay, you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate you guys. We went through all the little current events, things happening. You know, we do have an evening show, you guys, 6:30 p.m. Central or 6:40 Central Standard Time. So yes, you guys, come on through. Look, y'all giving y'all input. Sharon said, hell no, I'm not giving him my seat. Ravishing Rasan said, I paid for my window seat. No, I'm not giving it up. Yes, for nobody. You should have got you a window seat if that's what you needed. You know, don't come give me no long dissertation about why your child like a damn window seat. So yeah, okay. So you guys, we have had a great morning show. Thank you guys for coming out, and I will see you guys at 6:40 p.m. Central Standard Time for our evening show. And once again, thank you so much for your support. If you did not hit the like button on your way in, please hit it on your way out. I appreciate that. And if you have a couple seconds, leave a quick comment as well. I appreciate that too. Thank you so much. And thank you for your continued support. See you guys later. Bye. Bye. Moving so slow, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I guess I gotta take it off of mute. Lord, this thing been acting up. Anyways, bye y'all. We'll catch you on the outro another time. Bye guys.